Grace and peace to you, St. Luke family and friends. I'm still warmed and excited about the launch of our Capital Fund campaign and the tremendous support given by the parents of our school, by members, by staff of the school and church, and the turnout, both at the liturgy and also at the launch. Want you to know that this new renewed IT will be paying dividends, such as the coffee break this past Sunday night and every Sunday at 7 p.m. when our good number of our members who aren't able to get to church physically anymore were able to share with each other how their lives are going and to support each other. And they did this with those. There are those who come to church physically and those who can't, but they're able to get together with and maintain the beloved community of the church. Also want to remind you that Sunday school is open for business at 8:30 on Sunday mornings. We have classes prepared for younger children and older children with activities, and we would love for you to take advantage of this and bring your children to Sunday school. We have folks helping us who love to do it, love children, love the Lord. So Sunday school. Our 8:30 in the morning in-person Bible study is gaining momentum, and we certainly invite you to that, as well as to our Bible study on Thursdays at noon, which continue to feed all of us richly. It's one of my highlights of my week. Please take advantage of all of these opportunities. This coming Sunday is the crop walk. We talked about that last week in our interview with two of our local pastors. Here's the thing. 11:30 in the parking lot at Lakeview Lutheran on Addison will be a picnic. So show up for the picnic, leave a donation, and enjoy your day. Those who are walking, and certainly everyone is welcome to do that, but the core will be our confirmation class, our Lakeview Lutheran Parish confirmation class. They will stop by each of the churches, and the walk will be within Lakeview. So the crop walk, we're looking forward to your participation in that, and especially for any donations you can share to help with fighting hunger. Finally, in the spirit of staying connected, from time to time I share with you some stories and some facts from Lutheran churches around the globe. We are again in our budget giving regular financial support to the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, our church body. And in that way, we are participating in disaster response, in resettling refugees, in planting new congregations, and in the work of our global ministry. One of those global congregations is our Lutheran Church in Palestine and Jordan. And their bishop, he just retired, was Munib Yunan. And this small church has unlikely impact and power in that volatile situation in Israel and Palestine. In a land where a small minority of Arab Christians in a predominantly Muslim and Jewish setting, in a land where Saturday and Friday are holy days and there's no cultural support for observing Sunday, just another work day in this society, Bishop Yunan, when he visited me, spoke vividly about the challenges of a minority within a minority. The challenges are theological, as young Arabs read the Old Testament and ask why God took their land and gave it to strangers. The challenges are cultural and communal, as the church gives witness in the midst of oppression, social and economic duress. The proliferation of fundamentalist Christian sects, and Jewish and Islamic fundamentalism. The challenge includes the immigration of many leaders and members of this small communion as they leave this tough situation. But the unlikely power of the cross is planted firmly in the witness of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Palestine and Jordan. Through 6 congregations, 5 schools, and 3,000 members, and a cadre of teachers and pastors, mostly in the West Bank and Jerusalem, Jesus is lifted up. This church is publicly and boldly Christian in a Muslim culture, assault and 11. The witness is ecumenical, as the face of Jesus shines with clarity and unity. The witness continually addresses the need for truth-telling and reconciliation as Muslims, Christians, and Jews struggle to live as neighbors. Bishop Bouman and our fellow Lutherans are in the middle of these ecumenical and interfaith manifestations of the cross. He has addressed Orthodox rabbis and the Muslim Mufti of Jerusalem with the gospel message of justice and reconciliation. With an emphasis on schools as well as congregational ministry and social ministry, this church is sharing the message of Jesus with many thousands of God's children. The economic and cultural challenges are massive. There's a great suffering under Israeli dominance. Acknowledging the horror of the Holocaust, Bishop Bouman told a meeting of Orthodox rabbis that Palestinians had become victims of the victims. And he called Jews and Palestinians alike to a time when no one needed enemies, only neighbors. Yet in this small, weak church body, God's strength is made manifest. Bishop Bouman speaks of the church in the Holy Land as living stones, continuing the first witness of the early Christian church. We are all ancestors of these living stones. Some of you might remember our sermon on that Hebrews passage of living stones at the anniversary of our building 2 weeks ago. I'm asking you, with me, to pray for our fellow Lutheran Church, for the incredible impact that it's having in a diverse society. And I'm asking that you pray as well for the continued rejuvenation of the living stones at St. Luke, like the church in Palestine, through schools, through loving our community, through striving for justice. God will always be renewing us.